Well, hello there. So, if you are watching this, then you have downloaded this. I know, incredibly amazing. Congratulations, you probably know who I am, or this has been sent to you and you've accidentally clicked on this. This is the best way to train for your next PR. Alright, so thank you for downloading. I exude confidence, as you can clearly see. This is going to be a good fun video. Alright, so we are going to have a little walk through, a little show and tell what this ebook's about, how to use it, what you're going to go and do. Obviously, front here, share that you're using it, go tell someone to message me the word faster, or just have a little DM chat with me. That's absolutely fine, and you can get it, and they can share the love. As long as I know they got it, and then you can like put it all over your socials. Just do that. Yeah, but we can help you become a better runner, triathlete, high rocks athlete, anything you like, coach probably as well. By all means, use this as a learning resource to how to program and do certain things. So we're going to keep this under 15 minutes. Anybody who's done my coaching before will know that I have a lot of education seminars, so they tend to go on for a while. But this is all going to be PDF, plug and play, and better than anything out there influencer-wise. If you're thinking about running and using a silly app, use this first, please. Alright, but this is about gym-based programming, and I have got your runs covered, but you can do more on those. Alright, so let's go. When you download this, obviously, it is one sheet. This is just double up because that's how it views as a PDF. Very exciting. So we're going to skip through this. This is just some wonderfulness of my clients and what they do, and they run very similar kind of plans like this, and the kind of results speak for themselves. Okay, so lap it up, have a little look through, go find these humans. I would have made Instagram posts about them and talked about them endlessly, and these are all like combine athletes, so my one-to-one service and my combine group. But now the nitty gritty. Obviously you've clicked this to get this far. I will keep myself large just so we can go through this. All right, so this is the outline of your week. You are free to adjust it a little bit. I would like you to front load in effort, which is here, the lower total global kind of strengthy stuff, which is this one, will be at the front, and your threshold runs need to be kind of adjacent to, because that is your main effort of the week. Okay, even though there's more volume here, these are the ones you're pushing hard on, and these are probably not, but they're pretty vital. All right, so we got big lower session, then we've got a threshold kind of run and ascending runs, which is here. Then we've got a full body session, which is cool because you've got to be totally fit. Then we have a kind of a fitness top up. I would advise fucking doing it. All right, if you're truly wanting to get faster, it will be something that will put you out your comfort zone, very much from the realms of, obviously I worked in professional sport, and how we would apply this to guys who want to get faster in sprinting mechanics, and we're applying it to basically low amplitude but still getting tendon thickness and elasticity for our tendons, all that fun stuff, okay, that we can apply to the running world, but doesn't get used as much as it probably should in recreational athletes, because you are strong and resilient as well. Then we've got recovery run or an ascending run, depending how leery you're feeling that day. Speed, power, and get jacked, of course. And then you can either chill out or go on your racing or long runs. Okay, ideally you're not going to do a hard 5k effort like PR, which seems to be an endless amount of people who just decide to do a part run every single week and just go for it. Maybe leave 6 weeks between efforts, believe it or not, something you should recover from. Do some long runs, get some capacity, and go through that. All right, let's move. So the Monday lower global strength, you can read. I don't need to go through this every single time. Every single one of these exercises has a link. Okay, so if I click this, it will show me up, okay, where to go, and it will have the exercise ready to roll. It's madness. All right, these are the rep schemes, and if it has a percentage, then this is the percentage of rep max that I want you to go towards. If you don't know that, that's absolutely damn fine. Okay, just go at kind of a 3, 4, 5 out of 10 kind of effort on the bar, knowing you've got a lot left to give. Okay, I would hazard, if this is going to be here, I would guess it would be half your body weight on the bar, give or take, for males, and probably females as well. I reckon you guys are pretty hard and fast. Okay, so somewhere around half body weight to full body weight would be absolutely fine for stuff like this, 30-40%. Okay, then obviously we've got certain things that we'll look out for. These ones will be new for most of you. This is kind of a foundational thing for foot mechanics. A lot of this will be new, but we've got some foundations of like dumbbell RDLs. Obviously, I bash on people's bodyweight calf raises. Let's put some dumbbells on there. Lateral work and carry work. Okay, very much global, very much lower, lots of volume. Obviously, you can see the rep ranges, the sets. If there's nothing there like this, we're just doing it with the paired exercise. Okay, so A1 and A2 go together. I have not written resting protocols. Okay, tendency will be if you're ready to go, go. But anywhere from up to kind of 90 seconds to 2 minutes is fine. I would recommend 60 seconds to 90 seconds between each round of a paired exercise, okay? There'll be no rest between these, okay? So you go from trap bar or barbell jumps straight into low amplitude pogo jumps, okay? Done. All right, moving on. Then we have Wednesday. This is how our runs look, okay? So you will see later in the PDF, I do have a pacing guide. Unfortunately, I'm not going to give everything away, but if you ask very nicely, I might let you have it. I think I've given it away before. I'm unsure, but if you've worked with me, you definitely have it. Yeah, it's just a little Excel spreadsheet. It works out your pacing. I'm sure you can Google it, but if you want mine, that definitely works. That's fine. All right, so we got just every. This is what I tend to do with a lot of people. I will run the same run for 2 weeks in a row, so you can see kind of acclimatization on week 1 and then progress week 2. Okay. If not, then you might chop and change. I might run like, but that's just inside of my programming. But I'm not a fan of changing it every fucking week, which seems to be every single running plan that I've ever seen, and you just adding on 10-20% volume. All right, let's leave room for progress in terms of distance and actually run faster. Cool. So these are the generic warm-ups. Obviously, there is the warm-up drills is down. There's a little cheat sheet you can go have a little look at, just to kind of plug and play. That's absolutely fine, but I'm not here to teach you how to do a ridiculously long warm-up. Then we've got our main work, obviously with the pacing guide. You would do a 10k pace or 5k pace or mile pace or max pace, whatever you've got. If not, you can map it to your heart rate, okay? So zone 4, zone 5, zone 5s plus will tend to be how hard you're pushing, okay? So we've got week 1, 2, week 3, 4, week 4, 5, 6, okay? Intervals, tempos, and fartleks. So we do a little hard tempo fartlek, okay? In terms of pushing the pace. It's basically learning to run fast. Wednesday will be full body. Obviously, globally, you want to be stronger. So we're not going to leave anything unturned. Pull-ups, lateral stuff, obviously half kneeling presses, coils, all this good stuff is basically keeping you strong, resilient as a total human being. Okay, again, same protocols, reps, sets, all here. There will be, obviously you can see we're trying to peak towards week 6, and we might ramp down in reps. If you see it as a low rep range, we will tendency to lift heavy. If it is a higher rep range, then we will lift a little bit lighter. Okay, simple, just try and complete the reps, try not to gas it out. 8, 9s out of 10s, pretty much across the board, apart from in the kind of the D exercises where it's not really, apart from this one. Go nuts on that. Okay, all right, Thursdays. This would be a double session day, but obviously you could do this before your run, which is absolutely fine, or you put it onto a different day. That's absolutely fine. So in theory, this is where you could do it in the gym if you want, but I encourage you to have a rest day. Encourage it, okay? So this is basically a session I might do with a power athlete or somebody who does a lot of running. I want to just increase kind of the power that they lay down onto the ground and being able to recycle a bunch of energy. Okay, so we've got ankling, booms, straight leg bounds and power skips, very foundational and fundamental for all kind of runners, that they should be able to do these and be able to produce a bit of force. This will get your ankles and your tendon stiffness going. And then basically a little bit of gym work, which is very light. Okay, this shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes essentially. Okay, and then you've got obviously ascending run, so total 75 minutes. It might be doing them back to back. Okay, ascending runs are horrible. And then you can do recovery runs just to chill out a little bit more in zone 2, zone 3s. Ascending runs will be getting you to run a little bit faster every 1.5k. So basically, okay, so that's a bang on a 5k, so you know what kind of pacing you can kind of ramp up towards. All right, Fridays and the weekends, day 6, 7. Probably should just put the days of the week there, shouldn't I? All right, we've got speed, power, and get jacked. Okay, so a little bit more speed and power. So I've gone for what would be speed, strength, speed in and around here. So loaded power with some dumbbell rocker jumps. Okay, so we're looking at just moving this very quickly, which will be a bit of an adaptation for some of you who I want you to leave like you've got something in the tank. As soon as you start slowing down, that's my issue, okay? So I don't want any grinding reps of this, okay? The grinding reps can be down here, okay? I don't mind that. These need to be powerful. And then you can, get jacked on the push presses and the dumbbell, the rows, right? Right. And then the weekend, day 6, 7s, rest, race, long run, okay? So I would like you to go for a long run, do some mobility, do whatever, have a coffee, would be the tendency, just to build up on that zone 2 system, get oxygenated blood running, and your recovery a little bit better, okay? So if resting heart rate goes down, recovery gets better, then we're cooking with gas, all right? And then if you are trying to set a new PR in your 5K in week 6, then I would suggest having a rest day on the Saturday and doing it on the Sunday, okay? Right, then, I know this is more than just a running guide, a little bit of nutrition. I obviously will help people lose weight, that's absolutely fine, but this is more about performance-based stuff. Obviously I compete in triathlons and other stuff, powerlifting, used to, all that kind of fun stuff, okay? So, but this is a general guide if you're at a complete loss of like pre-game, pre-run, anything like that. So higher carbs, 2 hours, 1 hour before, 30 minutes, what you're thinking about supplements, nitrates, beta-alanine, caffeine, and electrolytes and stuff like that. Okay, this is a general guide of what I would give out, right? And then warm-up suggestions. Okay, these are obviously all clickable. So go through those and just pick and choose what you want to do on each given day. Obviously, if you're training lower body, maybe we pick 3 from here. Okay, the running drills, maybe we warm up with these instead of your just zone 2 run. I'm absolutely okay with that. It's something that I do anyway. So I skip out on that 5 to 8 minutes of zone 2, and I would do this as a 5 to 8 minute series as well as. Cool, which would be a lot more fun, I'm sure you realise that. Right? Cool. Recoveries is needed. Giving you a little ranking tier of what I would suggest you do. 8 hours of sleep is the biggest bang for buck that you'll ever get. And then eating like an adult. Shock, you can read that if you want to. And then little Q&A over certain things that you might have a suggestion, and hopefully you don't have to come to me for answers with. And then this is clickable. That is a little show and tell how to and what you might be missing out on if you don't have my little pacing guide of how to do your runs. Obviously, if we're doing 3 runs a week, you might need it. All right, and this is the end. 15 minutes is coming up. So basically, just showing you what I do, where you can find me, and I'd love for you to tell other people that you're doing this. I'll be releasing this for a good solid month, and maybe it'll come back every now and again. But yeah, go have fun. Message me that you're doing it or you've downloaded it, please. And I look forward to you telling me how much you enjoy it as you go through the weeks, and that you set new PRs on the back end, okay? And then maybe you need a little bit more. All right, go have fun.